That ugly money. That ugly money. Yeah. Say it's that ugly money.
This is the Ugly Money Podcast. This is about the process of success. Everything between your first dollar and your first million. That's ugly money.
And we are live. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to yet another edition of the Ugly Money Podcast. I am your host, Ugly Money Nietzsche. This episode being brought to you by the Lyophilus Elixir, the #1 all-natural male enhancement product in the country, in the world, in the stratosphere. Go from zero to hero. Go from big bear to grizzly bear. Go from teddy bear to grizzly bear. Go from gummy bear to big bear. And on average lasts 2 to 3 times longer while using Goliath. And on that honey pack, we on that Goliath, Jack.
Ugly money.
And we got a special edition Saturday show for you guys. Drop them cities and locations and hit that like button. Remember, all super chats will be read and discussed in full. Hit that like button. It don't cost you nothing. I'm not going to hit your Cash App, your Maybe Federal, your bank account, your PNC, none of that. Hit that like button. Drop them cities and locations right. I mean right now.
That ugly money.
We got some things to talk about.
That ugly money.
Some things going on in the world.
That ugly money.
Diddy is still Diddy.
That ugly money.
That means everything's going right with the world, I guess.
That ugly money.
My special guest of the evening.
That ugly money.
Nah, I need more likes.
That ugly money.
We from the Chi-Town. I need more likes.
That ugly money.
Hit the like button, Negro. All super chats will be read and discussed in full. If you got something to say, go ahead and hit that super chat button. We'll get right to it. And remember.
That ugly money.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you can see me every time we go live.
That ugly money.
My special guest of the evening is
That ugly money.
a black man,
That ugly money.
entrepreneur,
That ugly money.
college graduate,
That ugly money.
the CEO and founder of the Cook Like Me app, hailing from Chicago. Y'all show your love one time for Nard 2 Free. What's up, my brother?
Not much was going on.
Ah, man, I'm glad we back here. I'm glad we doing it the right way this time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we back and locked in, brother. First question of the evening that I gotta ask for those people that don't know. Who was Nard 2 Free before Nard 2 Free became free?
No, I Live Free was something that I had, made up a long time ago, around like 2012. I pretty much was, I was a college student at that time in 2012, and I was just thinking about, life after college, and I was like, I want to be a free-spirited person.
Dope.
So it kind of like transitioned from that. Like I got Live Life, Live Free tatted on me at that time in 2012.
Right.
My first tattoo was a big phoenix in like 2008 after I graduated high school. So with that, the phoenix is like a rebirth, and it kind of like transitioned into that. So like the Live Life, Live Free, Nard Live Free, all revolves around my bird, which is my logo for my cooking app as well.
Well, a phoenix is a bird that rises from the fire.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the fire. What fire did Nard have to rise from?
Man, growing up on the west side of Chicago, everybody on the west side of Chicago during my times was pretty much hustlers. So it kind of like gave me that spark to try to go get the bag and try to figure out a way to be innovative and change something about my life that could potentially make me rich or a billionaire, and I started like always dreaming about those type of things. Growing up, my pops had a vending machine business. He had a full-time job too, but that entrepreneur spirit kind of like grew from there, just watching him hustle and do things. And it took me down the path to like, man, I really want to do something great with my life, you feel me? So that's why I kind of got that idea of my app. In high school, I was a culinary student. We had shops during our high school time. So after our freshman year, we was able to pick culinary path or shops, career paths in general, whether it was like building construction, CAD design, drafting, like I said, automotive, culinary, and I kind of picked that being a 3-sport athlete.
Right.
So that's what happened with that. So I kind of just
So
took
you was a
that.
3-sport athlete, but you chose culinary.
Yeah, because I was starving, man. We ain't have food like that. You know how it is with the lunchroom.
You sure it wasn't
cafeteria food.
anything to do with the fact that the girls was taking that class? Because I remember taking drama in high school because there was this girl. Shouts out Monique. Hey, Monique.
That ugly money.
If I ever win an Oscar, it's because of you.
That ugly money.
My light-skinned Monique had a gap, and you know what I'm saying, back then, you know, she was special. And I remember I walked in there one time, I had a bathroom pass, and I had walked into the drama room just goofing off, and light-skinned Monique was in there, and I was just like, I'm taking drama. So it was not fueled by the fact that it was a whole bunch of women in the culinary class. You actually was hungry.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I actually was hungry. Yeah, I was hungry. We only had I swear to God, we only had that one square pizza.
Yeah.
So you know, if you missed breakfast and didn't get the super donut, it was over with.
Yeah, school lunch was disgusting for the most part when I grew up. I mean,
That ugly money.
you know, I don't know how these kids get it now, but you know, I just remember pizza day was like definitely a highlight. My least favorite school lunch was beefaroni. I thought it was the nastiest thing in the world. What was your favorite school lunch?
Pizza, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, the pizza you said.
I ate pizza every day, bro. Like, yeah, the lunch ladies knew to give me 2 slices.
Right.
And they had it put to the side, so I used to walk through and just grab my tray and dip.
Yeah, and I used to steal French fries from niggas.
Yeah.
You know, you might have to fight about them little French fries. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, Ricky. You young, you probably had Fruitopias and stuff in school. We used to have chocolate milk. You had milk or chocolate milk. That was pretty much it, and it came in a carton.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? It get to if you got wet, it was over with. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You had
same shit. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. And you know what's remarkable about schools, right? If you look at most schools and how they're built, they look like prisons.
Yeah.
If you look at a school cafeteria and a prison cafeteria, it's similar format. You know, you line up in a line, the people serve you, you go through the line, you get what you get or whatever, and you got to sit down in these cubicle chairs or whatever. And it's just interesting how I guess the government institutionalizes us at a very young age. Because look at the school bus; it looks like a prison bus without the shackles.
No, I can see where you're going with that
You know
for
what
sure.
I'm saying? And I was like, because I seen a meme of it a while ago. I was like, man, a lot of us are conditioned at an early age to live in a box, bro.
Yeah, I really do feel like even as adults, like it's a lot of programming that goes on. Like we feel programmed to do certain things, and if it's not, you know, up to par with everything else that's going on with the world, we pretty much tend to just look at it sideways. You feel me? Like I even take Juneteenth as an example. You know, like some states do it real big, and then there's other states that don't do it big at all.
Right.
You feel me? And then you got a lot of people that make posts talking about, well, I'll catch y'all on the 4th. We ain't finna, you feel me? So yeah, so it's like it got to be real trendy for people to catch on. So I agree, we real programmed to how life got us going.
No, for sure. Now I got some partners in Chicago, and they always talking about out west. Like
Yeah.
that's a term, and I never understood. But every time they was talking about out west, it was some lit things going on. What is out west?
Out west, the west side of Chicago, 290. You know, shout out to everybody from the 290. Yeah, but that's the west side of Chicago. Real different from the south side, especially during my times. Like what the west side is as of today is totally different from how it was when I was growing up. Way more dangerous.
Tell me the
feel
difference. Yeah, you tell me the difference.
Like growing up, like I was saying, we was transition, like we was focused on trying to be fresh, have a little sack, and then go to the little club nitro most of the times, or the circle and whatnot for those that's a little bit older than me. But out west was just a vibe, you feel me? It was real cool,
So
real laid back.
They out there partying out west.
Oh yeah. All the way up until about 2012, the bopping era, you feel me? I'll say that's when things really start transitioning for the worse after the bopping era for the west side of Chicago.
Now there's a certain type of music. It's almost like a club type music. What is that called?
Oh, you talking about the you talking about the juke music that we got,
is that yeah. I don't know.
House
you know?
music, the juke
Yeah, it'd
music
be like
for sure.
choo, choo, choo,
Yeah,
choo,
the juke music. That's when we used to be in the parties and have a bunch of girls grinding on us. It used to be real sweaty and stuff. We just used to be dancing and dry humping all day.
Yeah, man, bring back dry humping.
You ain't gonna lie, that's what we used to do.
A lot of these, bro. You know what's crazy is a lot of these youngins, they ain't never really like went to a party and dance. It's like they go in a section and they stand around and look cool. Like, no, we used to go to parties, bro, and girls used to sweat out their weave. And you would come out your shirt because you was soaking wet.
Our white tee used to be dirty as hell sometimes leaving a party, like a long white tee. One's done, everything.
Right.
Yeah, you leaving the bar, the basement party.
Yep, sometimes. And it used to smell like fish sticks. It used to smell like fish sticks.
Oh, yeah. That's what I was talking about with Nitro as well. That was one of the big clubs that we used to go to and get it in.
So, I keeping in the Chicago lane, is Chief Keef responsible for, or what part does Chief Keef play in the Chicago violence and new wave that came through later on?
I think I want to say the Chief Keef era was like I really want to say around like a little bit after 2012, 2013, 2014. Yeah. And that's when I was telling you, that's when things started going for the worst.
Right.
I ain't gonna really say he the reason for it, you feel me? But a lot of people was inspired by what he was talking about, and they kind of like took over our city.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. I just remember seeing a video that looked like it was shot on an Obama phone, and it was a whole bunch of young YNs and a whole bunch of house arrest monitors.
Yeah, they don't like video, definitely.
Hard, though. I'm talking about this shit was like, and I was like, you can't help but to be intrigued by it. It's just like, so raw and uncut, like it was something that different because, you know, before then we knew Chicago's from rapping fast or being conscious.
No, for sure, like Twisted Era and all that. Yeah,
Do or Die. You
Lupe,
know what I mean? I used to think all the Chicago guys rap fast or they had a backpack.
No, for sure.
And then, you know, in walks these young kids with dreads talking about old block gangbang
and took over.
Yeah,
took over.
You know what I'm saying? And it just I think the music created a lifestyle, at least it seemed to be, or whatever, where now, you know, Chicago was kind of known, because Chicago's always been known for art.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's just, I don't know, it went a whole different direction. It's like, nah, you might not want to be out, though.
No, yeah. Shout out to Keef, though. But, yeah, it definitely went it took a different turn after that era, for real. Dirk, all of them definitely turned up.
The drill era.
Yeah, they turned the city up for sure.
What's wrong with Young Chop, man? All right with Chop, bro.
Yeah, I think Chop doing good. I see him on the feeds and stuff. He look like he doing real good.
Shouts out Young Chop, man.
He making more music now. Yeah, he look like he in better spirits than what he was a couple years ago for sure.
Yeah, Chop was going around Atlanta starting fights. He's going around.
I saw all that.
Yeah. He I remember he jumped on my live one time, and I'm like, oh shit, it's Young Chop. And he just started randomly talking shit, and I'm like he just must want smoke with it. Like he's just looking for it. I can only imagine what that brother was going through that just made him. And for a time it seemed like he wanted it, like he had a death wish.
Yeah, I don't know what y'all was going through, like during the pandemic, because that's what you really was talking about.
Right,
like
right.
2020, 2021, etc. So yeah. But nah, I hope you doing well for sure.
Shout out Young Chop, man.
Shout out to Chop, man. Definitely.
You a legend, King. You a legend.
Staple of the city for sure, man. Keith, Dirk, everybody, they took over, man.
Stay out the east side, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It ain't the place. Yeah, Atlanta east side, probably like Chicago west side. You might want to stay out. Well, Atlanta west side like Chicago west side. And it's like, yeah, you might want to stay out there, especially when you, because, yeah. Anyway, let's move forward.
That ugly money.
I'm staying in Chicago because I just got questions. I got questions, and I got a Chicago native here. I want to stay in some Chicago native lanes. Okay? Kanye West wearing a swastika chain and a black KKK outfit. What's going on with Ye?
You know, Ye a billionaire for a reason. You
right.
feel me? So a lot of that I think is geared to him. You know, and his wealth. You feel me? I'm not gonna lie and say, you know, if you think about everybody that be trolling online, they pretty much kind of successful.
Right.
50 Cent, Kanye for sure.
Right.
We could think of some other trolls.
So you're saying that when you become a billionaire with cook like me, you gonna start wearing swastika chains?
Nah, I ain't
okay, cool.
Nah, I ain't doing that.
I'll be a friend for a long time then.
Nah.
So I mean, I'm just I guess I'm kind of confused because it's like every couple of years, Ye come out with something that it pisses people off, and we love Ye. I think we are the most forgiving. Kanye West has got more passes out of the black community than ever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he did a song called "Hail Hitler," and they were sitting there, you know, and I'm like, well, what? I'm trying to understand the art behind it, or the direction, or the message that he's trying to portray. I mean, do you have any idea?
Like his last little rant that he did with his wife, I would say that's his wife.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So the last little rant that he did with his wife, he pretty much had an album getting ready to come out, and nobody really knew that he was getting ready to drop an album, and then he popped up with that album. So it's kind of, to me, it'd be like a press run towards his albums. Because even like a couple of years ago when he was talking about the billionaire and how much he really was worth, he ended up having what? There was a tour going on like a couple of years ago. It was either that or it was like his album, and he pretty much was in the media every day from like 21 all the way until like when he finally disappeared for that little second.
So it's more of a situation where you feel that Kanye would just do some crazy shit to get free press.
Yeah.
It'd be working, though.
That ugly money.
You saw a Super Bowl commercial?
Nah,
I think not this past year, but the year before last, he had a Super Bowl commercial. It was literally shot on an iPhone. He just comes up and he's like, yo, it's Ye. Go to the website right now. I ain't had no money to shoot the video, to shoot a commercial, so this the commercial. Go to the website. I got some shoes and everything on there. They like $20. And, like, he made, like, $30 million in one day.
Yeah, I ain't even see that, but yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, he gonna check a bag off whatever he doing in the media for sure.
That ugly money.
I just don't know if wearing a swastika chain and dressing like a black KKK member is something that I see in my future one of these days. I mean, I wonder how rich you gotta be to put on a black KKK. And I love Kanye, but how rich you gotta be to say, I'm bored, I'm about to get a swastika chain.
I think a little bit of it is still trolling him.
Right.
You feel me? Not so much, as like what he's trying to do to hurt us, per se, as black people. But I do think that he got like a small little trollness that's going towards the others with that.
Yeah.
Because they, how they treat us. You know how they
Yeah.
do everything with us. And he do make it known how you feel about how they do with black people.
Come in closer, Rick. Yeah, no, he on me. He definitely Kanye West is definitely has some kind of gripe or problem with somebody besides niggas. He jabbing at somebody. He poking some bear. And I don't think conventional niggas know what bear Kanye West is poking, but I don't think we want to. I know I ain't got enough money to poke it. So
Right. Yeah.
Shouts out, yeah.
He a little different.
He
for
keep
sure.
that white girl though.
Yeah.
He said when you get on, you leave your ass for a white girl. He was dead ass serious because anything he ain't seen him with nothing chocolate since college dropout. Like, hey man, money. Hey, I guess money changes some people. Let's talk about your love for the culinary art. So you're back in high school. Three sport athlete. Which sports did you play?
Basketball, football, and I ran track.
Oh, you was one of them fast, light-skinned niggas.
That ugly money.
I was the fastest person out of my class.
I can't stand them niggas like that.
That ugly money.
I was a big nigga.
That ugly money.
They had me playing the 4 and the 5. I'm only 6'2", 6'3".
That ugly money.
Little fast nigga get to running around and shit.
That ugly money.
I be tired and shit. Niggas want to run up and down the court. I was like, man, slow your ass down, bro. What was your best sport, you believe?
I played basketball my entire life, so I will say I was better at that. But what I really should have been doing was running track.
Right.
I should have probably ran track and played football a little longer than what I did, because I played it on and off, and then I played a little bit in high school when I was bouncing between sports just to stay active. But
Right.
I think I really should have ran track more and football for sure.
I mean, with these NIL deals now, I mean, kids are very incentivized to get into sports. Like, I literally bribe my son. My son's 14. He's 6'3". He about 220. He's stocky. He bigger than Ricky. You know what I'm saying? Grown man. He 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got an aggressive bone in his body. He's just a nice kid. And I told him, I was like, bro, this little picture girl just got $2 million throwing the softball at little white girls' heads. I'm like, bro, you gonna be D1. You gonna be at least 6'7", 300.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, all you gotta do is just make sure they don't hit the quarterback, bro. And he was like, man, they gonna hit me. I said, no, we're gonna put you on the O-line. That way, nobody, you gotta worry about nobody.
You just gotta do the pushing.
Yeah, because that's what he worried about. He's like, I don't know, they might hit me. I'm like, nigga, you the biggest nigga on the field.
That ugly money.
You know what I mean? So I bribed my son. I told him, I said, listen, son, I said, I will give you $100 a week every week you play football throughout the whole season. And he's as of right now, he said yes. You know what I'm saying? Because I tried to get him when he was a kid. Right. He said the damn helmet hurt his ears. I wanted to slap his ears, but and of course I lost that battle with his mama anyway. But now he about to come live with daddy this year, so yeah, his ass gonna get it. He gonna get on the football field. So
one of my closest homies, his son was a late bloomer as far as like playing basketball.
Right.
Like growing up, watching him, from 5 to like 12. 10 for sure.
Right.
I was like, man, he gonna play ball and
right.
everything. My homie was telling me that his son wasn't really pushing for it.
Right.
But he ended up pushing for it later on. I want to say definitely high school. So I want to say around like 6th, 7th, and 8th grade is when
right.
he really started playing ball. And now he got a scholarship playing basketball. So
okay,
like,
so it ain't too late for that.
Nah, it ain't too late. I ain't gonna say that's what I was about to say. I don't think it's too late, but it's
come
kind
on,
of crazy.
Kai, it's almost time, son. Daddy pushing for you.
So you gotta get out there.
Yeah. 14 million NIL, son. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be like Tyrese Halliburton there. All in the goddamn floor, all on the field, talking shit.
That's funny.
Oh God! Now, Chicago is known for some ballers. I mean, you had Derrick Rose, you had Dwayne Wade come through there. Did you have a chance? Who was the coldest ball player that you had a chance to play for? Play against while you were playing?
I was a year younger than Derrick Rose, so I ended up playing against Michael Jordan's son. We played against them, but the top players, we was all in the Red Northwest at the time too. So like the top players from those schools, they ain't really playing our games because they was like easy wins per se. I would say like with Whitney Young and some of the like powerhouses that they had. So they used to sit a lot of them. But I did play against like Michael Jordan's son. I played against.
Was he trash?
Nah, he wasn't. He
the one with the glasses, the one that dates Scottie Pippen's wife.
Yeah, he actually had game, man. I don't know, what happened, bro. It was solid. Like I played against him in AAU. I played against Evan Turner before. I played against a couple of people.
Evan Turner, yeah.
Yeah. I played against them. Yeah, he got all of them got game for sure.
Marcus got a little tender though. You know? He got a little tender. Let's talk about that. I want to talk about that. What are your thoughts on Michael Jordan's son having a long relationship with his auntie, Scottie Pippen's wife?
That was kind of wild.
That was weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a little wild, but he probably been liking on her since he saw it. You know how it be when you growing up and you see somebody else.
That's crazy work, bro. Imagine like
you looking at her inside,
you looking at Holmes' mom like, man, your mom's fine, and you finally get older like, what's up, mom's like. I don't think anybody actually just went through with it, you know?
Yeah, I think that's what that was, honestly. If you thinking about us being men and how we grew up, like when you start liking women, I definitely think that's what that was.
Yeah, I had an 8th grade teacher, Miss Reed, man. I had a thing for her. I mean, that woman was captivated to me. And, I tried when I hit about 23, 24 to try to find her. She was married, though, so it was over with, you know what I mean? And, you try to live out those childhood dreams, but I guess Marcus took it to a whole nother level because he.
Yeah, that's what I think for sure.
Yeah, but I just think it's crazy diabolical work to see somebody in Pampers and be a parental figure to them and then turn around and date them later on in life. Like women groom men too.
Yeah, I guess.
Because if it was the other way around, if it was Michael Jordan dating Scottie Pippen's daughter, can you imagine the type of backlash?
Right, it would have been in media every day. Right,
you know what I'm saying? And then you got women over here, go girl. I'm like, imagine if MJ's piping down little Pippen daughter. That's gonna be. I think it's a double standard with that. Sometimes because it's like.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
You know what I mean? Because you got Jalen Green from the Rockets, and now he's dating the basketball wife, Drea, Michelle.
Right.
You know,
right.
She's like 40. She my age or whatever. Her boyfriend is younger than her son.
Yeah.
And it's just like if we do it, they gonna look at us like we crazy. I'm like, Shit, we might like young fine shit too.
That
I'm just talking about me. I'm not talking about him.
That ugly money.
I'm getting myself in trouble.
That ugly
But
money.
you got to be 21 and up to ride this ride. I'm 43.
That ugly money.
Anyway, man, let's get to culinary, man. So, you in culinary school, you know, you taking culinary, and you have. How do you get this love for cooking?
I like the presentation of food. Like, I'm a foodie at the end of the day. I enjoy eating. Me and my woman go out to eat all the time. You know, we love fine dining, so
Yeah.
it's just in me to go get a good meal. Like, I don't want nothing that's really trash. So
For sure.
I always just like what they do, because at the end of the day, you know, cooking is an art, and it don't really get touched on a lot, like, as far as on the big stages. You know, we hear about people doing cooking and being a chef, and, you know, and that's about it, but we
Right.
don't really take the art serious as a whole. And when I'm speaking as a whole, I'm talking about like the world. We don't really broadcast food
Right.
like how it should be done, because it's an art.
Now, there's definitely a difference when you go to certain restaurants and the presentation is different. The ambiance, they got the little garnish leaves that you ain't eat. You know, my dumb ass, the first time I went to one of them bougie restaurants, I ate the motherfucker. I like this shit nasty. But, you know, versus a nigga putting it in a white styrofoam.
Right.
Them shits be good too, though. You know what I'm saying? I done ate plenty styrofoam goddamn trays. But, you know, when you get to go into these higher end restaurants, like, presentation is a thing as well.
No, definitely, man. That's one of the reasons why I doubled back on it. I had launched it, July 18th, 2024, so I'm about to be coming up on my year anniversary, but I actually thought about it July 18th, 2016, you feel me? So that's when I finally was on the hunt looking for a developer, and at that point, I was just thinking about what I was doing currently and what I wasn't doing, and it led me back down to what I was in my high school years in culinary, and I was like, man, I pretty much can help get this out for people, you feel me?
No, for sure. I mean, the food culture is just huge, you know what I mean? The things that, you know, food influencers are doing. I don't know if I told you the story that, you know, by my old studio, there used to be a Mexican restaurant called Frida's. And I used to go there. That was my low-key spot that,
Right.
you know, I, take a little side or something, you know, because there was nobody in there. It'd be dead, you know what I mean? Might be 2 or 3 people in there or whatever. You could go in there, and the food was always good, but it just wasn't, you know, nobody was in there. Man, I took like a month off, came back, I had my little low-key joint. Man, I get the Fritas. They got valet parking, a parking lot full. The line around the block is 2-hour wait. I'm like, what the hell happened? It was the same Fritas that I been eating for the past year. And they was like, yeah, they went viral on TikTok.
Yeah.
Man, them folk, I think it took them folk like 3 or 4 months, and they had a whole new bigger location like that quick. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, like, the best food is just unknown.
Right, need that exposure, like you.
Right. And I think that's, you know, that's something that, like, Keith Lee has been, you know, is most known for, is just putting light on great culinary, you know, art, you know what I mean? And having him come to your restaurant and his opinion, it matters to people.
And that's exactly what made me actually start running to make sure I got the ball rolling on my app, because, like I was telling you, it was January 18, 2016. So TikTok wasn't even as big as it was in 2016, nor was it even people cooking. So imagine going from 2016 all the way up until the Keith Lee era, watching people, you know, post more food, start doing more things food related, like blogging and whatnot. And that was like my sign, like, damn, I got to get my app out. And
no, for sure.
That's when I did it.
No, because it's definitely a thing. There's been it's been times that I don't know what to eat, and I might go on, you know, one of them apps and
exactly,
and man, this shit look good. You know what I mean? Try it out.
Sure.
And the women be on it, bro.
Yeah.
Women be on it. Like, they always want to go to the spot that they saw on TikTok and get the same exact. I want the shrimp on the hook. I'm like, You know, they want the exact same thing they saw on TikTok or whatever. So I mean, it definitely is a culture, bro. The foodie culture is big.
Yeah, if I can get all the women on the app, then they'll bring all the men on the app.
Yeah.
Trying to find a woman to cook for them.
For sure.
And potentially marry them at the end of the day. So,
Hey, man.
so they can find some love on my app at the end of
There
the
you
day.
go.
They
Hey, you can find a woman that can cook something, bro.
especially if she got it in the kitchen.
No, for sure. Now, if there is any influencer, if you could get a dream list, let's say a top 3 of influencers that you would want on your Cook Like Me app, who would they be and why?
I'm glad you brought that up. Like right now, I got DeAndre Sanders on there. Shout out to her. Bow Wow on the app. Shout out to Bow.
That's our Bow.
Morgan Rushbrook on there. That's India Love sister.
Come on, man.
I got her on there. And I got like a couple food bloggers from my city on there. Food with Fox Cito on my app. He doing a beef run right now. You can go follow him on Instagram. Food with Fox Cito, and he a big food blogger in our city. So yeah, so I got him on there. And I pretty much just been trying to grow and grind. But if I can get more people on the app, it would be like those that be in the kitchen cooking.
Okay.
Like I saw Erica Banks cooking.
Okay,
I saw
Erica
her
Banks,
cooking.
okay.
That ugly money.
I know,
Hey, Carl Crawford, I know you come. Hey, man, you happy?
That ugly money.
Okay, Erica Banks, let's go.
I would use Ari. She from the city.
That's our Ari, yup. She can cook a little bit. Yeah,
I be seeing her doing a little thing.
Yeah.
Ugly money.
Cooking with Kaya for sure. If I
Cooking
get
with
her on.
Kaya.
That ugly money.
We're going to see you tomorrow, Sunday, baby.
Lotto, I saw her.
Shouts
doing
out
some
Lotto.
things. It's like a lot of people I've been seeing doing their thing for sure. Drizzy from the city.
Yep.
That ugly money.
I always wonder if Lotto cooked like her black side or her white side, though.
Oh, that's funny.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do she put raisins in potato salad? Or, you know what I mean? Like, do she use Lowry's? Does she use Mrs. Dash? Do she use adobo?
No,
or
yeah.
she, say, oh, we just use light salt and pepper. I mean, you kind of, you don't know what you get with that now. You know, you can't eat everybody potato salad. So I wonder which side of Lotto cooks. You know, is a black side cooking, or is her chicken gonna be bland as hell? I don't know. She gonna look good doing it though.
Yeah, they could definitely like go on my app and monetize. Like I'm getting ready to launch my new updates real soon. I've been working on my new upgrades for my app. Pretty much I'll have electronics for sale and whatnot. The Ninja Slushy, I got that on there, and I'm getting ready to put on there soon.
So it's like a Cook Like Me shop.
Yeah, it's gonna have a Cook Like Me shop, and then the users that download the app can stream and then sell whatever recipe books or whatever they got food related. They'll be able to sell and make money as well, so everybody can monetize on my app, streaming, having subscribers. We definitely in the streaming world, and my app already was heading down that route for the streaming. So the going live and buying gifts for one each other, and streaming, everybody will be able to monetize and be able to teach each other, how to cook. Like I got 18 countries on there, So yeah, it's just
so people can basically be cooking dinner and monetizing while they're cooking.
Exactly, that's exactly where we going. So all the little women that like to get cute in the kitchen, this your chance.
Hey,
that ugly money.
by the time y'all hoes get back in the kitchen, goddamn. You'd be surprised at how many women in these days don't know how to cook, bro.
Yeah, for sure. It's a lot of people that don't know how to cook, and yeah.
Like I was talking to a young lady not even 2 weeks ago. And I was telling her, like, we had went out, and I told her, I was like, I ain't just about to be just spending money and going out on this restaurant all the time. You're gonna have to reciprocate some kind of way. And she was like, what you mean? I'm like, nah, I'm not talking like that, baby. I said, man, come and cook breakfast for a brother sometime. Bro, this woman told me, she said, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, didn't know how. I'm like, bitch, you don't know how to scramble an egg? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just your app is well needed for the modern time.
I appreciate it for sure.
Because the more that we get women incentivized to cook, the better meals us men may get. You know what I mean? It's the fact of the matter is, a lot of women, at least in modern times, have a problem, or they feel like, being submissive is an issue, or, I don't what I look like being in the kitchen. Well, you getting paid, bitch, so goddamn cook some chicken.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like all that single moms, the housewives, everybody can. This is an opportunity for everybody to go in there and make some money, especially if you know how to make some good cakes and pies. Everybody like that.
Right.
Teach the next person how to make a pound cake.
For sure. Now, my daughter, she does like cheesecake in a jar.
See?
Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? She does like cheesecake in a jar, and I'm seeing like how passionate she is. Like when a person got that cooking bug, you know what I mean? It's a whole culture in itself. And I think like, you know, your app is right on time, brother. Because men, we gonna love it because of the fact that the women are getting in the kitchen, and we get in the kitchen too.
For sure, I got men on there.
Yeah.
Definitely, they know how to throw down, bro. I got a lot of men chefs on there. That know. Shout out to all the chefs, male chefs that's on my app for sure, because that's like an underrated topic. Men being in the kitchen cooking.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So, no, we put it down. We put it down. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely can get up in there and throw for sure.
And I got the Unk sandals, bro. I go outside and get on that grill and get cut up, boy. Ricky, no, he done came. I got them Unk sandals. Y'all know what sandals I'm talking about? The ones you got to wear with the socks. The little 2 scraps joints, yeah. I got them joints. Boy, I go out there, yeah.
And then people don't even know how to start a grill. You know how many people that don't know how to start a grill?
Wow.
So, yeah, like just being real. It's a lot of people, during my times, they don't know how to start a grill. A lot of women don't know how to start a grill. It's a lot of women that know how to start a grill, but it's a lot of women that don't know how to start a grill.
Hey, y'all hoes need to cook like me out there. Now, you spoke about cooking with Kaya. Now, she is a super, super big influencer in the cooking world today.
Yes.
And she came under fire. I always thought this was interesting. Women seemed like they hated her for it.
Right.
And I was just like, well, what is so wrong about a young lady, cute, that wants to cook for her man and do her little, you know what I'm saying?
A little dance.
Yeah, and women got so mad that they got a TikTok ban and everything. Why do you think women had a problem with cooking with Kaya so much?
Her content, you know, the way that she was going about doing it was attracting a lot of men. You go on her page, you're going to see it's nothing but men following her. But shout out to her. At the end of the day, it should be motivating these women to get in the kitchen and do the same thing, because you know how many dating apps these women are on and still can't find love?
Right.
But then all these men are on there just watching her. Like, you know, like, of course they like her and whatnot. So, yeah, imagine. You feel me?
Get off Tinder, bitch. Get on the cook like me app. You want to find a husband. Your husband going to want you to cook at night. That's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all been mad at cooking with Kaya. That's why you can't get no man, because your ass don't be cooking. All you want to do is throw that little cat around. He can't eat that and fulfill his body.
That ugly money.
Hey, man, for real, dog. Nah, because I ain't see no problem with it. I'm like, yo, some of the stuff she cooking look good, too.
No, for sure, definitely.
And she young.
Yeah.
And she young. So
they don't like that. They don't like that. The older women don't like that at all.
Yeah, them old hoes be hating on them young ones.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Washed up ass. I'm sorry. This is not him talking. This is me now. Come on, washed up. Yeah, I can say it. You gotta be like, yo, washed up ass.
No beef.
Only thing the motherfucking bitch can do is goddamn boil noodles. And she fucked them up too, boy. You ever seen a woman, Ricky? I done seen a woman fuck up some noodles, dog.
That's funny.
Fuck up some noodles, bro. The noodles was hard. I'm like, baby, you ain't even keep them in the microwave long enough. I'm telling you, like, I thought that's how I go. I'm like, man, listen.
That ugly money.
So the app is available in 18 countries.
Yeah, it's available in all the countries, but I know I got at least one download from 18 different countries, and I see that on the analytics side of the app. So yeah, definitely.
So as a black entrepreneur, because there's a lot of us are first generation entrepreneurs and first generation business owners. What are some of the trials and tribulations of scaling up your business? Because I know it's a lot of brothers out here that want to start things and on their own lives.
You know, the best thing that I can say is, like, you know, promote to your peers, you know, the people that your mainline stream, like your Facebook friends and your Instagram and whatnot. But, you know, if you're really trying to grow, you got to get those who don't even know you to start following you and start supporting you more, because the people that know you, you would think they'd be the ones to carry you to the next level.
Wow.
And they don't really give a fuck about what you got going on like that. Like, they'll watch you to see if you're gonna succeed. And but then if you fail, now they can talk about it. You feel me? Like, I got a lot of people that just, you know, I have a lot of supporters, but I got a lot of people that just watching you. And so just dealing with that. Like, when I first launched my app, man, I probably had like no lie. If you know how you make a post on Facebook, you probably get like 1,000 people to tell you if it's going viral at that time to tell you
Right.
congratulations.
Right.
And I only had a couple of downloads from that. You feel me? I probably only had like 50 downloads out of 1,000 people at that time. That was my first day last year. You know, granted we in the thousands for sure now, but man, just grinding, you know, and keep, you know, that push, striving to trying to get better. It led me here. You feel me? Like I'm right here next to you because
Right.
I didn't let what I was seeing, you know, hinder me for what I'm really trying to do.
And it's free to download the app.
Yeah, my app free, man.
God damn.
That ugly money.
You go and fuck with Zuckerberg. Y'all was on MySpace, Tom. That's why you got so many kids now. Fucking with Tom and him. Now we finally got a black man that got an app.
That ugly
You
money.
can actually talk to him. He cool as fuck. Zuckerberg ain't gonna pick up your call, bitch.
That ugly money.
Our Negroes download the damn app.
That ugly money.
Cook like me, no I, COOKLKEME.
That ugly money.
Oh man. You know what's crazy? I actually been seeing Keith Lee do a lot of different collaborations as of late. And when I saw him, he did a collaboration with Popeyes, and then he did a collaboration with what's the name of that? Toast, a Toast app. And so you know it may not be far off, man. I could definitely see. Hey Keith, come on now, brother.
That ugly money.
We need him on the cook. Like I got it. Let's try it and rate it 1 to 10. Let's talk about Keith Lee, man. What's your thought process on what impact has Keith Lee had on the culinary industry?
Oh, he's huge in the culinary industry. To me, he can make and break a restaurant. Like I saw what he did when he came here and pretty much had that little fight with that restaurant from you know who. You know, I ain't saying that. I don't want to say no names about you know that lady.
He won't lie though, cause you can't get food in that bitch half the time.
Yeah.
He won't lie.
So just imagine, like, it got her to even say something about the situation. And then just watching what he did when he came to the city of Chicago,
Wow.
he was able to bring a lot of light to some restaurants and had them wrapped around the door.
Wow.
So, you know, Keith Lee can really make a break, regardless how people feel about his taste buds. If he say it's a no or if he say it's a go, people gonna believe him.
Yeah, and they coming. They wrapped around
Yeah.
the block, man. I didn't seen it. I didn't seen it happen. Like out here, I was like, you know, it was a spot that he got to talking about, and he didn't even give them a great grade, but it was all like,
Oh yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Whether or not he even like it like that, it's just the fact that he said something about it. People gonna go check about that.
Yeah, the food blogging world is like a whole nother realm of itself. You feel me? That's why I'm really striving to try to get more bloggers in general, because just getting those people on the app will bring a lot more people to the app, because they're talking about these restaurants that people actually want to try
Right.
or go to or don't even know nothing about, but will go to it just because they went to it and
Right.
said X, Y, and Z about it. So yeah, definitely these bloggers and people who would just pull online can really make or break a restaurant these days.
There it is.
That ugly money.
Shouts out Keith Lee.
That ugly.
We'll put that in the air right now. Keith. Don't fuck with my boy Nard, bro. I got it. Let's try it. It rated 1 to 10.
That ugly money.
Now, actually, my homegirl is. It was funny. We were talking about Keith Lee not even 2 days ago, and one of my good friends, Crystal, she was talking about her. She had a video of her and her best friend is sisters with Keith Lee's sister, and so they had this old video, and Keith Lee's sister was in it. So y'all want that video? I need that nigga on Cook Like Me.
That ugly money.
I'm just playing. That
ugly money.
Let's move forward, man.
Ugly money.
All right, brother. So you are like the cooking, the culinary, the food, the foodie. First date. If a woman is inviting you over the house, what should she cook for you?
It depends on how I'm feeling. Like, I'm a big Alfredo person.
Okay.
But then, if a woman can really cook, I want to see if she can cook a steak, you know, or pot roast. You know that take a little skill
Pot
too.
roast,
Yeah,
yeah.
pot roast.
You got to know something to cook that pot roast.
A little something. So yeah.
Yeah, that pot roast, you know, she from around the block.
That ugly money.
Miss a play. Hey, boy, listen, man. You got a woman to cook a pot roast. You better believe her roast is. You better believe she know what she doing. Hey, man, I like. You know what? Yeah, y'all hoes cook some more pot roast and some meatloaf. Don't put just ketchup on the top of it either. I want to see what you got. I want to see what you're working with, because you know a lot of times you can tell a lot about a woman by how she cook.
No,
You
for
know
sure.
what I mean?
I
Like,
agree.
how she's going to be able to care for your children, how she's going to be able to keep your household. Is she totally foreign in the kitchen, or is it something that she's accustomed to? Because I mean, yeah, beauty is one thing, but god dang, man, we got it. Nobody want to stop by Jersey Mike's every night before they go home. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, so ladies, hey, pay attention.
That ugly money.
Especially me, I know, like, man, one thing about it, man, you get a chick that can cook. Hey, man, some of the other stuff don't bother you as good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done had time. I ain't gonna say her name, but I'm talking about my most toxic relationship ever in my life. I was with this girl for years, and one thing about it, she could cook her ass off. And the only thing she couldn't cook was brownies.
That ugly money.
Brownies tasted like sponge.
That
I'm
ugly
talking about
money.
motherfucking pork chops, ribs,
That ugly money.
cabbage,
That
everything. Like, everything is like gourmet.
That ugly.
That motherfucker try to goddamn she can make cake, pie.
That ugly money.
Goddamn, Keisha, you know your ass can't make no brownies, baby.
That ugly money.
It's okay. Everything else be good, though, baby. But them brownies be tasting like bath sponges.
That ugly money.
I don't know if she don't put enough eggs in the joint or goddamn water. I think she's supposed to put milk and she put water. She's supposed to put 3 eggs. She only put 2. But I'm telling you, them shits taste like sponge.
That ugly money.
Like styrofoam. Like you ate it, you when you was a kid. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
That ugly
I'm sorry.
that-
Everything else be amazing, Queen. Everything else be
ugly
amazing.
money.
Let's go off subject, man. Midwest team, Indiana Pacers. Game 7 is Sunday between the Pacers and Oklahoma City Thunder. Who you got and why?
It's kind of tough, but I'm gonna say I want to see the Pacers win, only for Halliburton. You know,
Yeah.
he took a lot of shade, from the U.S. Olympics,
Right.
and leading up until now, with him being excited that they won, and he pretty much been proving himself all year. So I would like to see the Pacers win. Like, yeah,
They said that Halliburton was the most overrated player in the NBA, and he just tore through the East like, I mean, to have what he had 3 or 4 game-winning shots,
yeah, exactly.
3 or 4 buzzer beaters, like, and I ain't gonna cap. I'm kind of rooting for him too, cause it's like I love people that defy the odds.
Yeah, and I mess with OKC. I mess with Shea, you feel me? But it's just a different story right now, just watching what Halliburton been doing. And they got that game 7, like
Right,
they forced the game
right,
7. So
right.
it's like, all right, can y'all do it?
Yeah, and I like Halliburton because his daddy is a nigga, boy.
That ugly money.
Halliburton daddy is a nigga.
That ugly money.
You know, Shea Gill, you talk to Shea, he one of them Canadian. We got to,
That ugly money.
we have to
Right,
make
right.
sure that we full court pressure.
That ugly
Yeah,
money.
fuck all that shit, nigga. Halliburton daddy got down.
That ugly money.
That nigga want to know where the weed at.
That ugly.
You know what I'm saying?
That ugly
Like, he
money.
from the block. Like, I don't know if Halliburton grew up on the block, but his daddy.
That ugly
You
money.
got, hey, that nigga grew up in the Jets, nigga. I know what that nigga is.
That ugly.
Any man that walk out or run out on the court with a goddamn,
Yeah.
it is
Crazy.
sunny. It put it in Giannis' face, nigga. I was like, and the fact that Giannis 7 feet tall and he tried to check his daddy looked like he won't back it down either. That's a nigga.
That ugly money.
Where's Tyrese Halliburton from, Ricky? Where he from?
that-
Google that right quick.
That ugly money.
Oh man, nah, yeah, I think I'm definitely rooting for Pacers. I think the OKC is going to have a dominant. I think they're gonna have a run
Right.
if they can keep their core together and stay healthy. I think Oklahoma City is going to be a powerhouse in years to come. But yeah, I'm kind of rooting for the underdog because it's just that underdog story where nobody saw Indiana.
Yeah, they hungry right now. Like,
Yeah.
They hungry. They hungry.
He from Wisconsin. His daddy ain't goddamn. His daddy from the block.
That ugly money.
Oh, they could be from Milwaukee now. There's some real niggas in Milwaukee.
That ugly
Yeah, you may be from Milwaukee. His daddy might be from Milwaukee.
It's a lot of Chicago people that
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
Yeah. His daddy was over there with Pimpin' Ken and them.
That ugly money.
Oh, man. Nah. But I think OKC is going to have a tremendous run. But I would love to see, and plus for Rick Carlisle, bro. You know, he coached Reggie Miller, and now he coaching Halliburton 20 years later. Like, you know, to coach himself, like, you know, because Reggie and them came so close. And, you know, we was all rooting for Mike. I was too.
Right. Yeah.
You know
It's
what I
over
mean?
with.
Like, Reggie could beat anybody but Mike. Goddamn, I know he.
I know you mad.
All them NBA teams hated y'all, bro. All them NBA teams. I'm pretty sure everybody in the 90s, early 2000s, like, they all hated Chicago, bro.
Nah, yeah, definitely.
I can only imagine just knowing that there's only one team that is responsible for you. You know how many people that Michael Jordan is responsible for, like Hall of Fame people that Michael Jordan is responsible for them not having a ring? Like, you got John Stockton, you got Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, Reggie Miller, Patrick Ewing. Like, these are Hall of Famers, all-time great players. And Mike was like, nigga couldn't invite me to the cookout, bro.
Nah, yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Now, LeBron James recently is in the news because, you know, he's doing his podcast and everything now talking about ring culture. And he was saying that, you know, a player shouldn't chase rings, and a ring shouldn't signify how good a player was. Do you agree with what LeBron was saying?
Nah. I gotta say the rings do matter a little bit. Like, definitely it matters, you feel me? Like, and then for him to talk about, you know, not chasing rings and whatnot, we all know their story. So
I'm taking my talents down to South Beach.
Yeah. So we all know their story. So definitely, but
I think LeBron is trying to prepare the argument because he's about to retire and he know he's not gonna get another one. So he's trying to prepare the GOAT argument. You know, he's trying to set it up while he still has rebels. Like, well, I didn't need to have more rings than Jordan because Bill Russell had more rings than Jordan. You know,
right.
So he tried to. LeBron be calculated with his shit now. He on some bullshit too.
Oh yeah, definitely. He about to start trolling soon. Yeah, you know he'll trolling.
Oh, for
as
sure.
Well, so
when he get out the game, I think
he'll
LeBron
troll.
gonna have all the tea, bro.
Yeah, he'll troll.
Yeah, Bron gonna be petty as hell. Now they know they just sold the Lakers for $10 billion.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's generational wealth right there.
That was crazy.
Hey man, shouts out to the Bus family.
That ugly money.
$10 billion.
That ugly money.
Like, and they still gonna be a part of the organization. They supposed to like be running and everything like that. Do you think? Because I am a Lakers fan. You can go ahead and bust my bubble. It's cool. I'm used to it. Do you think that LeBron will be able to get another ring if he stays a Laker before he retires?
Absolutely not. I'm a Warriors fan.
Bruh, that's not it.
I'm a Warriors
Hell no, you
fan.
like them light-skinned niggas? Oh, hell no.
I'm a Warriors fan. Shout out to Steph.
Hey, man.
I was hurt when they went down because I actually thought we was about to get our ring again. Like, I feel like we could have beat OKC, if I'm being honest, if we was healthy.
It was wide open.
Yeah, it was wild.
It was wide open.
Like, woo.
And you know, Steph, because that last ring, the last ring he won, it was kind of like it was no real clear, it was no real clear who was gonna win it or whatever. Steph just turned it on at the right time, you know what I mean? And I think LeBron, Steph is one of them guys that's responsible for LeBron. Like, if Steph Curry didn't exist, LeBron James would probably have 8, 9, 10, maybe 11 championships.
No lie, yeah, he definitely stopped them.
Like Steph went and got 3 of them about his ass. You know what I'm saying? Now he fucked up the Dallas one, but yeah, them Warrior teams, bro. Like, now this is the thing: are you a new Warrior fan, or you know who Mitch Richmond is?
I was messing with the Warriors, I'm going to say, when Steph finally got there.
Okay. He a new Warriors fan.
When Steph got there, but
Okay.
I was messing with the Warriors when Steph wasn't even as big as he is now. You feel me? So when they first went to the playoffs that year in like 2014, we got put up in the first round. I already knew we was finna come back and do what we did in 2015, 16, and all the way up until now.
Yeah.
So so I could say I was a fan when Steph was.
Okay.
Steph.
You a Steph Curry fan?
I respect Steph. I respect Steph.
You know what I'm saying? Because, Chris Mullin, Mitch Richmond.
Yeah, I went with them back then. I was a Kobe fan.
Okay. Hey, you was over here with us.
Yeah, I was with Kobe. I was Kobe for sure.
See, I've been a Laker fan. I was a Laker fan when Lonzo Ball was there. I was a Laker fan when Nick Van Exel was there. Basically, I transitioned from a Chicago Bulls fan growing up, and then it's been the Lakers ever since. You know what I mean? I won my first $50 bet on Kobe. You know what I mean? And I've been rocking ever since.
Yeah, I was a diehard Kobe fan.
Yeah,
diehard, like R.I.P. to Kobe for sure.
The amount of the intensity of that man's preparation and the amount of dedication that he took to his craft is something that everybody can model their own, their craft to. Like,
he was disciplined.
Right.
He was a disciplined person.
And I think that if people were disciplined in whatever they do, like a similar or model it, that Mamba mentality, I don't see how can you fail if you are disciplined and put forth the biggest effort possible, because Kobe was obsessed.
Yeah, Mamba mentality.
No, for sure. We're going to get that cooking like me Mamba mentality. All right, man. Before we get out of here, I'm going to get you in trouble. I got to get you in trouble, bro. I got to get you in trouble. All right, top 5. I know you probably don't want to answer this question, but, we got to do it. Top 5 eateries in Chicago.
The top 5 places to go eat. Man, that's kind of tough.
I know it is.
All right, if I had to start with like a steakhouse, I probably would name Bavette's.
Okay.
That's one. If I had to pick a pasta place, I would say Pasta Bowl. There is a black restaurant, Prolificyouafool. They good. They decent.
For sure.
But I mess with Pasta Bowl. Pizza. Man, that's kind of tough because I like all types of pizza.
Right.
But if I had to throw one out there, it's a little spot downtown that's decent called Exec. It's a low-key spot. I know it's a lot of tourists that be staying in the downtown area, so I recommend that. Pizza, that's 3. Tacos, I'm going to hit Maria's.
Okay. So he got categories for his.
Yeah,
right?
I had to think about one.
Yeah.
And then for like, man, it's kind of up for grabs. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna say all the chicken spots, like the number ones, Harold's, and then Uncle Remus for sure for the chicken. It's kind of crazy. I gotta throw both of them in the mix.
Now we just got a Harold's on the east side. They just opened a new one up here.
Right.
I've been fucking it up.
See, you already know how.
I've been fucking the mild sauce. I want the whole wing with the mild sauce. I've been fucking that shit up. Nah, they just opened a Harold's right here in right over there in Lithonia, man. I've been that should be lit too.
Yeah, definitely. We a home of the chicken for sure.
Now, JJ's. You ain't say JJ's.
Nah, I ain't say JJ's.
Hey, bro. Hey, JJ's like Checkers. JJ's like the new Long John Silver's out this bitch, nigga. It's a JJ's in every hood in Atlanta, boy. Those Chicago niggas came out here and got busy.
That's crazy.
And they put the crack on the top of it.
Yeah.
They got the crack on the top of it in Chicago, too. I don't know what's in that shit. That shit be good as fuck, though. When everything else shut down at 10 o'clock, JJ stay open till 12. Fucking it up. You don't know if it's real fish or real shrimp, but that shit be good. Shouts out to JJ.
Yeah, shout out to JJ. They been in the game for a very long time.
What is it going to take for the Cook Like Me app to break the barrier of the next level of apps?
Man, I just need the support of all the black people. If I can get the black community behind me for a change, like, you know how we hear about these other apps like TikTok. We saw all the other people on there dancing before we gravitated to the app. So imagine if I can have the black population behind me to push this out to get the others on the app. you know, we can do some reverse psychology around here, get it busting that way. That'll really help me. Just having the mainstream support and just getting a bunch of downloads is gonna take me to the next level.
You know, it's amazing because, you know, black people control cool.
Yeah, we control it all, man.
You know what I mean?
The all like the entertainment industry. You feel me? So TikTok now,
The
like,
level of relevance and the level of influence that, you know, black culture has on the world, not just even in this country, all overseas and everything. It's just like, you know, if a nigga do it, everybody else want to do it. So, you know, and we need to activate when it comes to black-owned businesses, the way we activate for the others. Not saying that we shouldn't activate for anybody. Anybody has a good business, a good product, hey, support it. But we should be the first ones on the front line for each other. You feel what I'm saying? Because the more people we got up there, the easier it is for more people to get up there. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, we can leave the door open for you. Leave your rope. Come on, pull you up. You know what I mean? And I just pray that, you know, in the next coming years, that brothers and sisters support brothers and sisters as much as they support
definitely,
other
man. That's one of the major things that I'm fighting for, you know, for my app, just to get everybody behind me with that. Like, I got major plans that I want to do once my app get to a certain level. I want to be able to, like, in Chicago, we had, you know, the Taste of Chicago. It was real big. It's not as big as it is now that it was, you know, back in the day, but I want to be able to take a Cook Like Me festival around, the world, especially to all the top black cities in the world.
Right.
You feel me? And just do something big on that type of level, a food festival in each city, like a food tour. That way, people and everybody in each city who got, you know, the top restaurants, food trucks, you know, the caterers, everything, they can come represent and do what they do for their city. And we just travel and get it busting like Rolling Loud.
Yeah, that'd be hard. Like an actual food festival.
Yeah, like something real big that I just take everywhere.
That'd be hard. Hey man, that boy. Hey, that sound like an idea right there. I might want to be a partner.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely. Yes.
Hey man, before we get out of here, this is the Ugly Money Podcast. Everything between your first dollar and your first million is ugly money. I know there was sometime in your life that everything didn't seem to go as plans. There was ups, there was downs, there was highs, and there was lows. Tell me a time where you fell down in your life and how you got back up from it.
Man, it's kind of crazy, you know, being an entrepreneur, you got its ups and downs. So, you know, just going through those type of roller coasters, like I lost $70,000 just being real with a trucking company. And so trying to bounce back from that was kind of, you know, tough. Like, my girl watched me go through it, you feel me? So it was just like, it wasn't even my fault, imagine. So I had trucks that was coming. I ended up buying my insurance. I couldn't get my trucks because I rented them, so the trucks was on back order. So after I abandoned my insurance, that put me in the hole, and you don't really want to default with your insurance. So after I got situated with that, and I finally started getting loads, I wasn't getting paid what I should have been getting per load because I was already in a bad situation with the insurance being banned. So it was just losing money there, like over $70,000, bro, probably in 2 years.
Ouch.
Just being real.
That ugly money.
I've seen people talk about the trucking industry as very profitable, and I've seen people talk about the trucking industry as like, you watch out.
Yeah, it was just, I can't say that it's not profitable. It was just, I got screwed over.
Fuck you.
That ugly.
He ain't said.
That ugly.
I said it.
That ugly.
Whoever was part of him getting screwed over,
That ugly.
fuck you.
That ugly money.
Ugly Money Nietzsche said that. He ain't say that. I said it, nigga. Fuck you.
That ugly money.
Tough.
Yeah, I'll be politically incorrect. Oh,
Man.
partner.
That ugly money.
Yeah, you gotta keep your nose clean, son. You gotta keep your nose clean. Hey, man, man, a riveting story, dog. Cause you know, a lot of brothers, man, we make a lot of different decisions with our lives to do with our lives, and you know, it's so much low hanging fruit for us getting out of school or whatever for black brothers, and it's really refreshing to see a brother come out here and try to do something different, try to do something fresh, try to do something new, and do something positive, and put some money in other people's pocket.
Yeah, definitely, bro.
Because I think a wise man once said, he said, the way to become a millionaire is to find a way to solve a problem for people, and then you'll be a millionaire. It happens quick. But the way to become a billionaire is to help other people become millionaires. So you're on your way.
I appreciate it, bro. Yeah,
I'm glad I'm day one. See, this shit is documented.
Day one.
You can't act like he don't know me, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
The Cook Like Me app hit the NASDAQ market today. Yeah, that's my nigga right there, bro.
That ugly money.
Hey, man, before we get out of here, man, let them know everything that's Cook Like Me, everything that's Nard. Live free, man.
Yeah, you can go ahead and download the app again on both iOS and Google Play at Cook Like Me, COOKLKEME. And like I was saying, I appreciate everybody to go ahead and download that app. You can follow me on IG at Nard_live free. And that's about it.
One more question. What is your favorite feature that the app has now? And then I want you to tell me the favorite feature that you're about to come out with.
So right now, my favorite feature would be just thinking about what I got on the app. I would say the map feature that I'm getting, I have on there that's getting ready to launch with everything else. The map feature for sure. Definitely, you can go on there and then see which top shelves are in each city and whatnot. So you can go on there and see which restaurants, grocery stores near you. I got all that set up, so when you just go on the app and hit the map section, you should be able to find restaurants. And once people start hashtagging more, it'll populate each city, so you can click on that city and start seeing the top people there. And then my feature for like being the top shelf on the whole app, like you could be the top shelf over the whole app just by having the most support. And I have a section for that. You can click on that. You can see who is the top people that's on the app with the most support, from their fans, basically. So if you got a big following, this would be huge for you to be like the #1 person on my app. And every time somebody come on there and they click on it, they see your name as the #1 Cook Like Me user.
Oh, that's hard. So a chef will be actually able to promote himself on the app as well.
Oh, definitely. Everybody who in the food industry can go in here and promote.
That's hard.
That ugly money.
Hey, man, you can follow me at Ugly Money Nietzsche. That's Ugly Money Niche. Remember, the bigger the dream, the bigger the risk, the bigger the payoff. This has been the Ugly Money Podcast with the Cook Like Me CEO.
That ugly money.
Nard Live Free.
That ugly money.
I appreciate you.
That ugly money. That ugly money. Yeah. Say it's that ugly money.
This is the Ugly Money Podcast. It's about the process.